you know. Every time he sell me, that's funk, hello. Bling, bling, blow, mad, I'm like, wow, what did I do now? Don't you get me, okay? I might pull a ticket out of my account, okay? Just to show you how to count, okay? Don't compare me to these, they don't do enough. They can't walk it in my shoes because I'm booted up. I got opposition showing me computer love. From inside the club, I got no worries today. I get paid to party on a permanent base. That's true. Only time we link is meet and greet. On and off the jet, cause I got places to be. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile. It costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. Okay, alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands and millions. And millions and millions and millions. But that's because I'm standing on business. I deserve the flex and I have God as my witness. Police tried to slow me down but they couldn't stop it. I got platinum plaques like I got cars in my wallet. I got millions. Got the fuck inside my bag and out my feelings. Got a couple carbon copies, I got children. Only that's around me's my Brazilian. Moving militant, no regular civilian. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright. Business as usual. Usually I wouldn't smile unless it costs a couple thousands of millions. And millions and millions and millions. Alright.
New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These righteous keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any son moving, make it sing like the choir. RIP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die, hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fufu. Grew up wearing platinum fubu on the Southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way up, long ways from the days I'd evade valet stores, couldn't pay. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks from Mercedes. I resage Chukwueze, then my babies. Label hit be trying to sway me, pay me. Wrote the game 2020, you can see it plainly. Can't nobody play me, I kill everything innately. At the helm of the mothership of drip, you can see me leaking. Shh, be quiet, a real speaking. Voice of God, every word I jot, feel the spirit breathing. Best new artist, but the way I cook, very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shopper, been locked in with my cutters. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, de nada. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect the demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like an art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
On the banks of the St. Johns River, there's a good look inside Everbank Stadium here in downtown Jacksonville. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers
by the size of me. I don't really get drunk. Put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what the I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'ma get it as so listen close when I say it.
Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Jamal Agnew. And he finally goes out of bounds, so he couldn't take it the distance, but all the way inside the 15.
There hasn't been a game played where defenses don't talk about coming out on their toes and being the aggressor. But, boy, when you give up a return like that, you're really starting it on your heels. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. So Lawrence will exit, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Jaguar field goal. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter, and what a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know of one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
2nd and 10. Now Samuel. Powering forward. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. You look at this Jaguar defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Now Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Another run with Mitchell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. He's got it. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. The touchdown giving them the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance.
And it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out a port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You look at this Niner defense. They've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense.
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 59 yards. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 6-6.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. And that is incomplete.
We can ourselves a bad game. Those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Agnew now to return. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. The Jaguars at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where the open week fell.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, Lawrence. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Right back to Mitchell here. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up the fourth down.
And he is going to have the Niners first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Purdy will look to throw again here. That's complete left side to Gray. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the 49ers will take over possession here up at the 44.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. It's caught. Mitchell. He's got room at the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking where the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw, just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Purdy looking to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense up to the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back to the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Ayuk goes in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed a deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give them the yardage they needed.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Purdy now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Purdy.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A beautiful fake. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Drive starts with a give to Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now. it's Purdy. Escaping the pressure right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run over center with Mitchell. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Purdy from the gun. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are able to widen their advantage. Purdy and the Niner offense, they'll stay on the field. They'll try to go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Lawrence changing the play. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lawrence. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Hey, I'm going.
Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw. Purdy. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And now they'll shift things around. On the handoff, Mitchell. Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. But once again, it's Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
A give here to Mitchell. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 131 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mitchell is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Purdy. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the 2nd half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Now Brown. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
It's certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Play action. Now Purdy. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They match protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jaguars are right back in this football game. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw, Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Niners first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Gets by him, and now a little daylight. Down the sideline he goes. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Now Moody for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Jaguars 12.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Able to hook up here with Ridley. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for San Francisco, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.